Thank you so much, guys. We are into the serious time now as it's game 3. Both of these teams not messing around other than Crit's Alchemist in the draft. A lot of super serious picks here coming in between these two teams. Again, game 3. Perch, who do you like more in terms of the draft right now?
Well, I think the OpTic draft is a little bit more coordinated, I suppose. You know, they're playing to win here. They spent a lot of Moonbucks in the draft. I think that's maybe one of the highest cost drafts we've seen all tournaments
I think
so far.
so, yeah.
But that's because this game is the set win. If you win this match, you win the set. That's a huge advantage going through the group stage. You only get to play 3 sets total. And something else kind of interesting was the support Alchemist, but it did get some changes in the last patch. You can get a -5-second unstable concoction cooldown perk at 10.
Yes.
So that'll put you down to an 11-second, 4-second max stun, AoE stun. That could be really good from a support player here.
Yeah, absolutely. Physical damage as well, so it helps with the acid spray, and just getting some armor reduction might help with it too. That's what we used to see a couple years ago, maybe back around MLG Columbus. We saw a lot of support alchemists. They would get medallions, they would go roam, they'd have good unstable concoction damage. So there's still a potential that this hero could be good as a support right now.
Yeah, absolutely. He went pretty greedy here, boots of speed with a Tango and a Clarity, and then he's just going to have to rely on Rubik spending a lot of money on support items, I suppose. Or maybe he'll shift later, we'll see. I definitely agree with the fast boots on him if he is going to be playing roaming support, because it'll help him be more effective with those disables and everything.
Charge. They've seen Fear. They're going to go for this. PPD also has Disruption available. Fear is going to get the telekinesis off as he runs in, and now they're going to turn it on to PPD. Disruption will keep the Alch away for now. Kid Track is going to try to bodyguard PPD, but they're in some trouble here. Unstable Concoction is about to go. Crit will hit this up momentarily. They're going to find this kill more than likely. Maybe he has a charge. He might be able to charge away now. Not able to do so, and Crit will secure first blood onto Kid Trick.
And the interesting thing, too, for OpTic Gaming there is they didn't even need to take that fight. They could have just simply grabbed bounty runes and gotten out. I think that's why they went aggressive. They were expecting a core alchemy.
Yeah.
I guess not. They saw the draft screen, but I guess level 1 Morphling is definitely somebody you can pressure, because if he has Waveform, he does no damage, and if he has Attribute Shift, then he doesn't have Waveform, and can only simply right-click. So they made it work here. Zai's going to get the pull off, and he's going to be guaranteed some experience in last hits.
They will charge back down bottom. Crit trying to maybe zone out the rest of Kid Track and PPD. They're going to be pushed across the river, so they're trying with some aggressive tri-lane shenanigans at the beginning of this game. I don't know if that stays. I think they're going to just leave with the roaming Spirit Breaker, maybe even PPD as well.
I mean, yeah, they're definitely going to move around. They'll put Spirit Breaker on the top lane now. If Pycat on the Chaos Knight has to lane against the Nature's Prophet for the whole laning stage, he's going to have a tough time, because with only regular Stout Shield, these treants do a lot of damage to heroes now.
Yeah. Meantime, mid lane, Sumail was kind of getting chased down by PPD. He has the disruption. They want to set up for the arrow. Obviously, that combination of heroes is really good at securing kills, even in the early game. Now,
it's so easy too. Like, all you need to do is be there and disrupt at the right time, and the arrow will stun.
Bottom lane, unstable concoction. Zai's pretty tanky, not tanky enough. The waveform, one more auto attack will do the job, and Arteezy secures the second kill for Evil Geniuses here in this third game.
Really easy pickup, pretty much full agility morphed here. They've got 2 stuns and a lot of damage.
Top laner's going to try to make something happen for OpTic as well. They've got the block from Kitrick. They should have Chaos Bolt. They've got the Reality Rift. They don't want to use the Chaos Bolt if they don't have to, and they will get the kill with Pycat getting the last auto attack. So OpTic, they also secure an off-lane kill on one of these heroes.
That's kind of weird. Did he stun him with charge? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I think so. I think he charged in, and then they disrupted or something along those lines.
Gotcha. Yeah, it looked like he was kind of standing still there. Maybe I missed it.
He was blocked, I think, by the illusions, and he was blocked in for a moment, I believe.
Gotcha. I assumed he would just teleport, but I guess he couldn't because the Spirit Breaker could just use charge. So.
And they were holding Pycat to stun the entire time.
Ah, okay, that makes perfect sense then. Just really good gank.
Yes.
Doing the smart things to ensure that there's no way that the Prophet gets out. So basically, OpTic has easier rotations, is kind of what it looks like. A Spirit Breaker can charge mid and get a kill, they can disrupt mid and you get a kill, and when you're in this kind of a situation as a lineup, it gives you so many gank options that it's harder for your opponents to predict where you'll be, which means higher chance of being successful. They go in on mid, Sumail used
they should have arrow.
Astral.
They're going to leap through. Starstorm will come in. Sumail used Astral aggressively like you're talking about. CCNC, another leap coming in. Should have an arrow ready if he wants to use it. And it's going to be a regen run if he can get to it, but he cannot. He was so close, but it was one more auto attack for CCNC, and now he'll get a regen room himself. How fortuitous.
So close. If he didn't kill him with that last auto attack, Sumail actually would have gotten the regen and probably healed up and maybe survived as well. That was insanely close there.
Yes, very good attempt from Sumail, but he will in fact go down. We will have the Alchemist scaling up into Greevil's Greed at level 2, surprisingly enough. Not going for the Acid Spray.
Because Acid Spray is really mana expensive, and if he gets Greevil's Greed and he gets a double bounty, That's a lot of extra gold.
Yeah.
So he's definitely going to play around bounty runes this game. It's even easier now because the bounties are close. It's one of the big changes, I suppose. But I didn't think about it from a support alch perspective. It makes a lot of sense right now.
Yeah, Crit's going to get some good farm in this game more than likely. And zoning out Zai is his job for now. In the meantime, though, again, like you talked about, these rotations from the OpTic supports are going to be a lot easier and probably more successful, one would assume.
Yeah, and Universe going to pull the creep wave away to the safety of his own bounty rune spot. A lot easier there than playing near the Chaos Knight. So Chaos Knight's basically in a solo free lane at this point, but he's going to have to fight creeps, so it's not all perfect.
Yeah, but he is doing well in terms of fighting those creeps. 21 last hits, 5 denies. He's top of the CS. RTZ sitting second. And yeah, they're talking about it. PPD is ready for a disruption. The charge will come in. They have the Soul Catcher. They need to disrupt now, I believe. They're going to go for it. And CCNC will set up for the arrow. He will throw it. He will hit it. And they're going to have Universe TPing in Starstorm. They want Sumail. They want to get out. Kitrex is getting body blocked by Universe's Trance. But I don't know if they can go for this. In fact, he will get away. And CCNC will zone him out using his own auto attack damage. So again, OpTic's rotation so far, so good here, Purge.
Yeah, that one was a little surprising because they did spot the Shadow Demon rotating. They had the rune, the ward at the bot rune. They see the Shadow Demon coming mid. I just don't think they were anticipating the Spirit Breaker charge at the same time. So I think he thought he was safe, but the disruption was enough to buy them some time. And I mean, Crit's gonna have to sit behind him.
Honestly, this is great for OpTic. They don't have to. They don't need the support's top lane. He can get farm on his own. The CK even can just outlane other heroes. But maybe the real problem for OpTic is going to be Zion, the bottom lane. Only 4 last hits for him, and Universe hitting 11. So that is really the issue for OpTic at this point. But they have the Spirit Breaker to help him bottom.
Yeah, I think he'll be okay. I mean, he's getting some levels, but he will definitely have to be a little careful about dealing with RTZ at some point because he's dealing a lot of physical damage even with the reactive armor. And the other problem with that gank happening successfully mid is that Crit only got 1 bounty rune engagement. So despite this lane starting off really good for him, he's now stagnating a little bit the last few minutes, even though he's sitting on 1,000 gold. He's very rich.
He is very rich. He has boots already, so he will get up to that medallion rather quickly. We talked about that. That's of course the item to go for on a support out. They're going to have the unstable concoction. It's going to hit Zai's already the tree line. The waveform plus the auto attack from RTZ will secure that kill. So Zai again still having a tough time in this bottom lane.
It's just so simple with that many stuns and that many nukes. One of the best things about Morphling, in my opinion, is he contributes really well to a tri-lane as a carry, just because with waveform, you can reposition your hero while dealing a nuke. So if you hit that hard, as Morphling does, it's like a lot of really strong right clicks comboed with your allies. Works really well. They're going to spot PPD here. They could probably kill him, but
they have Kittrek coming in. They have Zion rotating in as well. In fact, RTZ is going to be the one that backs up. Waveform is done. He does have the attribute shift ready to go. Morphling will back himself up to the tier 1 tower. Kittrek thinking about diving for a moment there, probably thinking better of it, and deciding to move somewhere else.
It does cost RTZ some mana, so he's a little bit limited on waveform now, but he'll work on an Aquila and get that fixed up in a bit.
Sumail is being charged. I don't think he knows. In fact, he's about to get hit up. No, wait. Kittrek stopped. He decided not to go onto the tower.
Because CCNC is too low on mana here. He can do like 1 Starstorm, 1 Leap, but that is not the amount of mana you want to play around with to try to kill an OD at full HP. So I think that was absolutely the right call here. They'll get a Shrine and maybe they'll give it another shot.
Yeah, that's exactly what CCNC is doing. He's going to head to the Shrine real quick, maybe head back to that mid lane. Right now, he's ahead of the net worth of the OD by about 50. In fact, it's very close. It's a very close mid lane match between these two heroes.
Yeah, the only hero that's having a really easy time is basically just Pycat on the Chaos Knight. But with that said, the Morphling's farm is very comparable, and that's just because he's been a part of more ganks. But his safety in lane is not even close to the same. He's got to deal with supports in his lane, he's got to deal with the Timber Saw always being there, so it's definitely a little bit scarier for him.
Unstable Concoction, and Crit was here. They didn't notice that they have an arrow, but CCNC is already really low, and so Crit is able to zone them out successfully and make sure that they don't get that kill. But bottom lane, RTZ is going to use the attribute shift, get some strength going. He's got 43 of it now. Pycat has popped the Phantasm, and Fear is in some serious trouble. Reality Rift will come in, but there's the Chaos Bolt. He got the Illusion instead. Fear, one more auto attack, and Pycat will get the job done. Yes, he's low on mana, but now they can successfully push this tier 1 tower bottom here, Purge.
Yeah, and Morphling's actually just going to shift the top lane now. He actually can't sustain the pressure. One of the negatives of the heroes, he contributes pretty well to the tri-lane, but he can't actually sustain that much damage, that much harass. He runs out of regen pretty fast, even before he gets his Ring of Health, for example. So they're rotating top and deal some damage to Zai here.
Yeah, he might be in trouble. He's a little bit low on mana as well. No stick charges.
It's all about pushing the lane at this point. Oh, they're going to go for the dive. They block him in. This is so bad.
RTZ beautifully done. He's got the Quelling Blade to get through. Now more Trance coming in. OpTic. Zai needs some help. He's got another tree. They've got the Sprout. They've got Telekinesis ready. They're going to use it. Fable was already used. The waveform. It took them a lot to get the kill, but EG will finally take down this Timber Saw again.
Just amazing play from RTZ there. Just blocks him right in with the Trance, and took a long time for Zai to get out of that, and that's the only reason they got the kill. Very tanky. So very good move for EG. They're still winning very slightly, less than 1k, and we're going to see a double bounty for Crit here. Let's see how much he gets from this. So that's a lot of gold. He got about 330 gold from those 2 bounty rings.
God.
That is a huge
He has a full medallion already. He's level 4, for God's sakes. It's not even like he's that leveled up. He is actually starting to get rich. He's just behind the Mirana, the mid lane Mirana. Crit, I know he's an alchemist, but still, this is pretty damn good stuff for him.
That's amazing. Maybe an unintended side effect of the closer bounty runes here is that support alch is now legit.
Ooh, charge. They're looking for an arrow. Starstorm to come out, but this is a deep dive. TP coming in from Arteezy. Kidtrack is in trouble. The arrow will sail through and miss completely. They'll take down one PPD. He's going to get caught. They will tango out, but the Treant block from Universe, too good. PPD in some serious trouble will get dropped down. The Astral will finish him off for Sumo more than likely, and it's going to be a 2-for-0 trade for EG as they start pressuring this mid-tier 1 tower.
Yeah, really good responses here. So pressure comes. The tier 1 tower is going to be glyphed, but I don't think that's going to be enough. And in the meantime, Pycat's sitting on the bot lane, but I don't even think he can kill Crit here. Even if he goes on him and stuns him, Crit's always going to be able to stun back. So this is just a huge advantage for EG at the moment.
Maybe with Phantasm or if he had an armlet, but he's not. He doesn't have either of those. So.
And Timbersaw is not really going to be very comfortable with fighting until maybe he gets an Arcane Boots, maybe a little bit more HP, because there's just too much damage on the enemy team right now for him to deal with. And it's not just like a lot of physical with some magic. He also has to worry about OD. A lot of magic there, pure damage. Like the OD pick was really solid this game.
Yeah, Sumail has been playing it well, and I mean he was a little bit behind at the beginning of the game, but he's doing a great job catching up. He's in fact ahead of the Miranda now. And really, your hopes are kind of on Pycat for now if you're OpTic. I mean, yes, Miranda still needs some farm, but you know, Pycat is going to have to do some work. I feel like
he's the one hero that the OD has to be really worried about, because if Pycat gets a bunch of illusions and goes on the OD directly, OD can die. If Pycat goes on somebody else, OD can banish that person. He can do bonus damage to the illusions with his orb. So it's this weird game that the Chaos Knight and the OD are going to have to play in these team fights. And how well can they back up each other as they get gone on? So.
Wow, this is some bad news. Kidtrack, I know he's almost level 4, but he needs to get to 5 pretty quickly. He's a little bit far behind in terms of the support levels. That might be a problem. Trying to get your Nether Strike up, trying to do some extra damage. So Spearbreaker kind of having a rough time in that regard.
They can make it happen if they get some kills, though. So really, it's all about being successful. Pycat with a haste is going to sprint in mid. They want to go for Sumail, but he got spotted.
Yeah, Fear spotted him out, and Sumail gets behind the tier 1 tower. And of course, there would be TP rotations if anybody tried to dive that tower.
They
so
instantly get out very wisely, going to the high ground between their tier 1 and tier 2. They don't want to get caught.
Reality Rift, Crit, Chemical Rage. This is going to make this a lot harder. In fact, Pycat will back himself up. Even with this armlet picked up, Crit kind of baits that out. Now, we'll look for top instead. PPD is going to be the one that gets caught. Arteezy rotates in. He's able to wait for him. And Universe, of course, is there with the teleportation, and that's more than enough to get the kill.
And interestingly, Arteezy went for a Dragonlance this game. It's very inexpensive stats. You can any bonus that you get from the strength, hypothetically, you can put to agility. So kind of look at it as an inexpensive 24 agility item. And then maybe once he gets Hurricane Pike, he'll feel safer about getting away from Timbersaw, Chaos Knight, things like that is probably my impression.
Zai coming in, trying to defend bottom. They had the Nature's Wrath already gone. Zai will hit him up, of course, using that Chakraman Whirling Death. This tower should fall, so that's nice. It's nice for OpTic, but they still have to defend their mid-tier 1 tower, which will be taken down. Now they're going to find Kidtrack, will take some damage. Trying to charge away, couldn't get it off in time. Still trying to go. They'll have to charge into them and die as he's charging on through. So, and that's going to be a kill for Fear. Nicely done for EG, but they will lose their tier 2 tower bottom.
Yeah, and they're still playing around Crit as well. He's just been here, the 4-position support with insane net worth, just actually counter-pushing the bot lane and being a nuisance as a single hero.
Yeah, this is huge.
Charge on Sumail, though. Maybe they can get here.
He's a little far, and Sumail's kind of baiting this out. He also has his Force Staff. He has the Astral to work with. CC kind of getting run at. He uses the Astral aggressively, and he might be dead. Chaos Bolt, 2 seconds stun the Soul Catcher, and he's going to get crit down by Pycat. More than enough damage there. Very big kill for OpTic, and they need to, I think, find it more along with that kill.
Yeah, I mean, that's level 5 now for Spearbreaker. Pretty huge mistake from Sumail. He really did not anticipate that at all if he was using Astral offensively. But a little hard to keep track of where heroes are, and that was the worst timing possible for him, so easy kill. But they're sitting mid. They have a charge on Rubik as well. They could maybe kill CC&C here, but I think they need another damage dealer to combo this. Here's the
telekinesis. They'll go into the Fear, or rather the charge from Fear. It's going to hit up, but CC&C will just leap away. They didn't have the unstable concoction coming in from Crit. I don't know, he didn't use it. I guess he didn't expect to get the kill, something along those lines.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like they could have maybe gotten the kill there, but it would have been a little hard.
They're instead going to charge top lane. Zai is the one maybe in trouble. Timber chanting away. Universe is here. Doesn't have his Orchid yet. He has another item coming. I think his Arcane's coming in for Timbersaw. Now getting Astral, and Sumail's about to do a lot of damage. And Zai is in some serious trouble. No sanities, but it's probably not needed. Telekinesis back. He'll Timber Chain away. There's going to be the Chakram Whirling Death coming in. Zai actually might be able to make it into the tree line here. Trying to Chakram his way through another Astral. That should secure the kill. He should get dropped. He is regenning, but it's not going to be enough. Even Crit is there to help secure it.
That was a super sick attempt by him. He cut a tree, juked in that little spot, and then used Chakram to cut another path through. But then really nice sprout from Universe spotted where he was and secured that kill. Almost got out of there. Very good try.
He's Zai's trying to catch back up. He's below the Alchemist, which again, you know, he's a 4-position Alchemist, but he's been getting a lot of farm in that bottom lane.
He's got a Solar Crest finished.
Yeah.
He's about as farmed.
They're going to go on him, though. He does pop the Chemical Rage. Arrow is too late. Demonic Purge coming in. Pycat needs to be careful. He's walking up to the high ground. We'll see Arteezy now. He's going to look for him instead. The Chaos Bolt about to go, and Pycat, he is actually going to get, I think, stunned up, and Pycat might have to back away. The Moonlight Shadow. Arteezy's chasing him down with his Morph. So that's dangerous. That is a stun and Reality Rift available for Morphling, which is very, very sketchy.
Yeah, very good hero to temporarily turn into, but a little costly for Arteezy since that was his level 1 ultimate. It's a 160 cooldown with the first skill point, so not all bad actually for OpTic considering the failed initiation.
Zai needs to be careful again. They did steal Timber Chain for the Rubik. They'll try to chase him down. In the meantime, the Tier 1 tower should go the way of OpTic. I don't think a deny will come in time. They'll find Kid Trick, though. He's going to get caught. The Solar Crest is up. There's the waveform. Even with the raindrop, he's not going to make it out. Arteezy is now dominating, and they are doing some serious work here and getting kills, especially onto the Spear Breaker.
Alright, so Courier stays alive. Very good lift there, but I don't think Kitrak maybe needed to stay. But great wards. Spotted him hiding over there. I think he was probably just waiting to see maybe we can get a turn here. Who knows? It doesn't end up happening. And either way, they rotate. They get a Tier 1 tower. They pressure their enemies a little bit. 3k gold advantage now for EG, but it is still a very close game.
Yeah, I mean, it takes one good Phantasm from Pycat, a couple of good disables, and you could find a couple of kills, especially on something like Morphling. Kind of squishy, even though he can obviously attribute shift, so we'll see. I mean, right now he's doing really well. He has the Dragonlance. He's going for a less stock standard build than we saw from Pycat. Crit's going to get charged. He has his Chemical Rage. No, it's down for 20 seconds. Good unstable Concoction will hit up onto Kitrick and can't get the Nether Strike off. In fact, they're going to chase him down, but they might be too little too late. PBD is going to disrupt Shadow Demon coming out, or rather, the Morphling. He will be able to get away for now. Nether Strike coming in, the arrow. That'll hit as the Nether Strike comes in, perfectly timed, and they will finally kill Crit. It took them a while, but they chased him down and brought him down at the end of the day.
I'm sure they've been practicing that combo. That's why it was executed so well there.
Yes.
But it's been a lot of arrows that I've seen very, very narrowly miss the Alchemist, so it's fun to see one finally land here. So OpTic Gaming does get a kill off, and PPD with the max disruption, kind of an interesting skill build, but it's very common when you're against somebody that has a lot of agility or other stats. So
yeah, very
common against a Morphling, really. And we'll see if it works out well. Morphling can escape it quite easily, but it's definitely a lot of added damage to a team fight if he can get it off.
Yeah, if they throw that up and Arteezy is in the midst of it all, be careful in terms of how much damage his illusions are going to provide. So we'll see. It's still pretty early in this game. Morphling is the top farmer at this point. He's almost got a full Diffusal. Sumail is not too far behind him with a Force Staff, now working on a Blink Dagger, and then Pycat again right there with him. So Pycat still trying to farm, working on an Echo Saber now, and again, he's got to get some work done. They've only gotten a couple of kills these past few minutes, and it's starting to slow things down for OpTic Gaming.
That is the case, but I feel like they're controlling the map really good right now. They've got a hero in every single lane farming. It's a little difficult for all of them to die, with the exception anybody's top lane is pretty much in the middle of nowhere, and that seems to be where EG wants to rotate now. See if they can pressure Pycat. I assume we'll see a Morph. Yeah, there's the Morph.
Yeah, there's the Morph coming in. Reality Rift back. He's going to pop the Phantasm. Chaos Bolt will go. Pycat's going to try to turn this. That's a huge stun coming out now. He's taking one down. If he dies, I don't think he's too concerned. They'll dust up, and here comes Zai. A little bit low on mana. Sumail might need to run. He's got a Force Staff available as well. The rest of the team is coming in. PPD is looking for a Demonic Purge. He's going to find it on Universe. And Universe, no TP for 15. No TP scroll for 30. Universe is done. The arrow will come in from the side. Fear trying to save him, but couldn't quite get it done. And now he's looking for his own TP. They have no way of stopping this, I believe. Fear's able to make it out. They didn't have the charge in time for Kitrick. His Nether Strike was available. That animation is too long, and so OpTic Gaming will get a couple of big kills going their way.
Yeah, I think the crucial moment there was that when the Reality Rift came for Pycat onto him, he thought, Morphling thought he was going to be able to get the stun off, then transform back. But in reality, Pycat popped his ultimate at the same time the Reality Rift came. And as soon as the ultimate comes, Morphling is screwed. The only solution he could do at that point is maybe like shift back and waveform dodge the stun. So because it landed in time and he gets a couple crits off, really big kill for Pycat there, and a little gank that Morphling's going to be kicking himself for.
Yeah, so RTZ will now be eclipsed by Pycat after that big gank. And again, I mean, RTZ was doing really well in terms of his net worth, but Pycat has got his full Echo Saber working on a Blink Dagger next to get some more initiation for OpTic because they can't really just rely on the Spirit Breaker at this point. So I think it's a very good choice for OpTic, and I think they're starting to do really well here.
It's such a good way to initiate, too. You can use your ultimate outside of vision and then blink into Reality Rift to get them in there. So you don't have to worry about the delay in Phantasm. And with the Echo Saber now, he's got mana, he's got a lot of attack speed. RTZ's got to be careful here. But
he's going to walk into him. There's no more ultimate, no more previous ultimate, and now he's going to get dropped. There's going to be the jump in the 4-second stun coming out, and yeah, that with the lacking of replicate now, it's a lot harder to escape those types of situations if you're a Morphling.
Yeah, he would have to waveform away, or maybe dodge his first stun or waveform into the Spirit Breaker or something to dodge that stun. But the other crucial thing is that Chaos Knight has a lot of damage and he has minus armor. So as Morphling morphs even heavier into strength, he gets more HP, but his armor goes down. So it's just easier to kill him at the end. PBD looking a little bit.
They missed the arrow. I don't think it matters. He's done so either way. They'll TP in mid. That's going to be Zai. And I think he's just trying to defend this tier 2 tower. I don't think they're going to go for the push. In the meantime, CNC is pushing in the top lane as well. So again, this is what you were talking about. OpTic taking control of the map. They're doing a really great job of it, I think.
And farming really well. They're not only controlling the map, they're defending the pushes their opponents are due. They're collecting resources evenly. And it puts them in such a good spot. Everybody just keeps farming. And now that Pycat's had a couple good engagements, he's 3-0-2. That's actually a crucial thing for Chaos Knight. The hero needs to get a couple good fights off, because if you get behind, you almost never farm as well as more typical carries. So,
I mean, he doesn't even have a Midas either, which is the big issue as well. I mean, sometimes you'll see that.
It's not good, in my opinion, to buy Midas on Chaos Knight, because he is that early mid-game fighter. You don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'll just make my early game suck and aim for mid to late game. It's more like you want to be good early, mid, and then you have such a big lead that it doesn't matter that you're Chaos Knight, because you're just going to end the game.
He's doing pretty well. He's giving his team a chance back into this game. There is still a 2K advantage going the way of EG. To get a lot of that is probably going to be from Crit, who again is still ahead of Zai. He's a Blink now. He's a Solar Crest. EG are smoking into the Roche Pit, but again, they need to be careful. There's a smoke for OpTic as well. If they can check the Roche Pit now, they're going to see that there's a couple of heroes in there. And this is falling quickly, but I don't know if it's going to fall quickly enough. In fact, here they come. Moonlight Shadow is coming in. They have the charge ready. Jumping in, Sumail looking for Zai, trying to find him. Timber Chain away, Crit. Chemical Rage is up, Pycat jumping in, Sumail in trouble, forced away, they need a Chaos Bolt, the leap forward, CCNC, one more auto attack, gets the kill, and now on the other side, the waveform, RTZ, he takes down one, but there's the disruption, he's gonna buy back, Trick is gonna get into the game, but RTZ gets destroyed by Pycat, a double kill for CCNC, Unstable Concoction, Crit is on the run, they'll jump through, there's the reality, if they don't even need the Chaos Bolt, it's 3 dead, and OpTic will almost certainly take Roche here.
Worst case scenario for them. I mean, the first engagement didn't look great, but if your first person initiated on is going to be your Outworld Devourer, it's a really bad situation. Now, OpTic Gaming has a pretty massive advantage, despite the gold being even. And I think the reason for that is, if we look over at Alchemist, he's got 7k net worth, but we're not feeling that net worth right now. Because he's got a Solar Crest. It's a lot of gold.
Oh no, 4-second stun. That is unfortunate for Fear. He might have been dead anyways, regardless of the stun number.
So despite this high net worth that EG's sitting on, because they're farming faster, they give more every time they die is the other negative. And that Crit just doesn't have that much of an impact with his hero. I'm not saying he's playing bad. It's just he's basically an overrated Acid Spray Unstable Concoction Solar Crest worth 7k net worth, which is a lot of money. Hypothetically, maybe he should have rushed Radiance or something. I'm not quite sure. Go Medallion into Radiance or Medallion into another item that does more. Because this is one of the issues with Support Alchemist. He's a hero with a stun. And at some point, you're going to want more than that from a support.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough call to go for Radiance at that point. You feel like you're ahead. You feel like you're going to get a couple of kills on Pycat, and all of a sudden this game gets a lot easier.
And I'm kind of going crazy on the fact that they lost one Roche fight where they had a tactical disadvantage. That was not an even fight either.
Yes.
But I think it definitely can be, everything I just said, I think can be a big issue as the game continues.
And we'll see. EG, they're smoking up. They're trying to find something bottom. Zai, again, probably the easiest target. He's lowest in net worth. He almost has a Yule Scepter, and then things get difficult. He also has a Solar Crest to work with as well. So OpTic are starting to get pretty farmed, even on their Timber Saw.
I mean, they can definitely kill some heroes here, but they have to have vision, and Crit has to be ready to go. Like, and it all comes down to vision. He needs to know to use Unstable Concoction, then to use Blink, Solar Crest, Stun. And if that's what they're catching, then they're going to get some kills. But thus far, OpTic Gaming has avoided a lot of those situations. Their heroes have not been killed in a long time here.
I think they know. I think they knew a smoke was coming. Whether or not they smoked on top of these Observer Wards, I think might be an issue here for EG. And now OpTic will do the same.
Yep, and they send in a CK Illusion as well on the side to try to spot out a hero.
Ward, RTZ's now going to back up, it looks like. Pycat kills a creep, and I think they know that EG are backing. Haste rune picked up by Smail, potentially.
Oh, he gets it.
The banishment wasn't in time. CCNC is going to grab it. He's got a haste rune. Now the chakram coming in. The arrow just misses. It looks like another strike coming in. They've got the Starstorm. The Astral Hide will save him for now. Telekinesis on CCNC, but I think Sumail's in trouble. Blinks himself to the high ground. They know that he's there. The illusion coming in. Either if they're going to find that kill on the waveform. And they get the Astral off. It looks like that is actually huge.
On him.
What happened there?
I think he canceled his own TP and then banished himself. I'm not 100%. But his TP got interrupted. I thought he was fine. I don't even think anybody was targeting him.
I think there was a reality of coming in. I believe it was on him. It might have been on the Morphling instead. I'm not 100% sure. It was very confusing.
Yeah, maybe he said like, "Oh, banish me" or something. I'm not sure. I'd have to check the replay. But every fight basically starts with Sumail seeing a hero banishing somebody and instantly getting gone on by like 3 heroes. And that's the worst thing that can happen if you're playing OD.
And this is with a Hurricane Pike and a Blink Dagger. So it's just really been unfortunate positioning from him in terms of getting caught out, things of that nature. So
almost all the fights have been just not good for him. And maybe it's part of the fact that they're fighting on nighttime, so he doesn't always see all the heroes before the engagements go down. But it has not felt like a good OD game. That has been for sure.
You always have the constant charge, the threat of getting disabled that way. You have the arrow that you have to dodge swiftly, and then there's a lot of damage coming in for the CK, not to mention his own lockdown. So, OpTic Gaming, you mentioned getting the CK out of control, and right now he's at 12K net worth. He's 2K ahead of CCNC, 3K ahead of the OD now.
This is normally like the heart range, but he's going to go for a Manta instead, just to make himself run faster, deal more damage. He can avoid silences is another really big thing now. There's an Orchid that Nature's Prophet basically rushed this game. That item doesn't even feel very useful anymore. He needed to get it earlier to have an impact.
PPD in trouble. He will use his ultimate before dying, but the Hurricane Pike bombs being thrown by Sumail. That will get him a nice kill, and that's going to net them an advantage 4 versus 5 for the time being for EG.
Ortiz is taking a lot of damage from this as well.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, he was getting shredded. Oh, he'll find a regen run. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's definitely a good regen.
Zai on the run. Fear has leap. He uses 2 of the charges. Telekinesis back. They're going to try to find this kill. Zai again, very tough to bring down. He'll use the Yule Scepter onto Sumail, but he's still getting chased. Fear taking a lot of damage. Chakraman will get to him. Chain away. They've got the Orchid now. The Sprout will come in. He doesn't have a Quelling Blade. Zai is going to get dropped down. Another big kill for Sumail. They're not out of this yet. He continues to just get these big kills for EG.
Definitely what they need right now. This is a 2K gold advantage for OpTic Gaming. In the meantime, they pressured up the other lanes. No TP right on Chaos Knight, so there's basically no way they take that fight. And Sumail's actually going to try to catch one.
There we go. They have the Radiant Scan. This could be a huge kill. He's sitting at half HP. He has Aegis, mind you, so they need to be careful. Pycat's on the run. They have the Orchid onto CCNC on the other side of the fight, but they're not going to go for this. Fear also a little bit too late to the party, even with Timber Chain. So again, going for Pycat with Aegis, with the rest of the team almost alive, is it's a bit sketchy if you're EG, and I see why they would back off there.
It's a dangerous fight no matter what happens. I think they maybe could have gotten a kill there, but there's also a high chance that it could go the other way, and Chaos Knight kills 3 heroes if things go a little bit not so good for your team.
Yes.
So, OpTic just doing a great job covering each other. The only real deaths we've seen, other than the Zai death, was a couple PPD engagements where he pushes a lane and gets caught. It's not that bad for OpTic. They've a lot of heroes that haven't even been killed yet.
Yeah.
Both of their Mirana as well as their Chaos.
Yeah, CK is going to Phantasm. He's going to look for the blank reality. Oh, the Chaos Bolt, he needed Reality Rift earlier, and Sumail is able to make it away, and that's Phantasm now down. Yeah, so that is not that great for Pycat.
If he Reality Rifts, then Sumail's for sure going to get a blink off. If he tries to do the stun, maybe the stun lands and he's guaranteed to kill. Yeah. Or he could do something like blink attack and then stun to interrupt the blink dagger, but if he does that, Sumail could also cast a blink dagger or Astral or something like that. It's basically, this is one of Chaos Knight's big issues, is long cast animations, very difficult to jump on the guy you want.
It's a tough situation for
sure. And the fact that they've now revealed that he used Phantasm, this could be an opportunity for EG to take a fight here.
I mean, he's got the illusions for only a couple of seconds longer. They're going to try to push up to the high ground with him, but they're about to just drop here in a moment. They'll get maybe 1 or 2 auto attacks onto this tier 3 tower. And in the meantime, though, Universe is doing his thing. He's split pushing as the Nature's Prophet often do.
That was good. Got half the tower damage. Not a bad opportunity there for EG. And it looks like they're starting to stabilize a little bit. Yeah. OD spots CCNC here.
Can he get anything done with it, though? Sumail is now getting charged. They're, I think, thinking about turning this, but Sumail's going to back up. He has the rest of the team behind him. And they're going to start trying to D-ward. This sentry just out of range of this Observer ward in lane, so EG.
That's next level, dude. Pros do not usually place a ward on this cliff because it's too obvious, right? So EG instead places, okay, where are you likely to put it? And the place they put it was not actually where the ward was. They next leveled them with an obvious ward.
Yeah.
It's something you can only do in high MMR pubs.
PPD and the support's doing rather well for OpTic. They still have a 2K net worth advantage. PPD's starting to get some more farm. He's sitting in an Aether Lens. He's picked up a gem now as well. He can even more map control. And things are slowly, like you said, stabilizing for EG, but OpTic are also farming very well.
Yeah, and their ward position just gives them a huge advantage over EG. They know where their heroes are walking. They know how to react as a result, and they'll keep using this draw to get ganks out. They're going for crit, actually. Crit's Shadow Blade's on cooldown here.
He is in trouble. Good blink. He's still getting charged. Pycat, Reality Rift is doable. They might actually just stop this. Yeah, they're not going to go for it. They'll back up instead.
Kill here. But a little bit of a good attempt. Crit going to build towards a Shiva's Guard is what he's got queued up right now. A little interesting. I think that would give them 2. I assume OD will finish first. Maybe he'll go a different way. RTZ has finished his Diffusal Blade a while ago, going to queue up a BKB next so that they can fight and not have to worry about him getting chain stunned or disabled or all that stuff.
I mean, they'll still have to deal with the level 20 Reality Rift Pierce's spell immunity for
yes,
CK.
Actually. That's a hard question. I feel like CK has to get it,
yep.
Especially if a BKB comes on a Morphling. I think it's time to get it because you could pretty much instantly get lucky and kill Morphling.
Yes,
for sure.
I agreed.
With your full ulti out. It's easily a possibility. So,
oh, Universe getting charged. Solar Crest is up. There's the Chakram. They're gonna find a big kill there. I don't know how they saw him. If he got charged from the get-go and Kitruck was able to find him, but
probably charged a little earlier or something like that.
That is crazy. But they are forcing the rotations back to this top lane. Sumail gonna start putting pressure on this tier 3 tower. They need to be careful for OpTic. Nobody's TPing back.
This
he
is a
is
dangerous play for
charged.
him. But if they do see Spirit Breaker here, then at least EG knows that Spirit Breaker's not there. So this would be the time.
They're going to try to cancel TPs. Sumail, he's not using it yet, but he's going to get kept there.
Oh,
the TP's canceled. He did it at the exact same time. That is disastrous. He's going to have to stay here. Maybe go for this tier 3 tower, but at the other side of the fight, the Phantasm about to take a tier 3 of their own for OpTic, plus the Manta style. So many illusions. They're going to take the tier 3. Can they get anything else? Sumail is chasing down Kitruck. He might get the kill, sure, but he's still stuck in the base. Finally takes him down, but the Rax is gone bottom lane. The damage has been done. He TP'd at the least opportune time for EG. Crit will come in. They'll try to fight CCNC. He's going to get blown up and brought down, but the illusion's still clearing out the Rax rather easily.
It's not bad for EG now. They got their own tier 3.
They're going to go for the Rax. Universe TP's up to the top lane now. The Glyph will have to come out. They need to TP home. They need to cancel these TPs, but Pycat should be fine. They're going to defend the Rax. Looks like they've got the bandage. Universe in trouble. Charged up. The Dust will come out as well. Kittrick forced back into the game. Pycat going to try to finish this off. The Astral save will come through, and Universe now still in trouble. Chaos Pull crit. Pycat, easy 2-shot there. And Sumail in trouble with another strike. They even have the Solar Crest on. Reality Rift back in the Chakra. Big kill for Pycat. Right. A double kill, a monster kill spree, and they defend their Rax in the top lane as well.
And Kittrick gets his revenge here, playing around with Sumail there on the top lane. They do lose to tier 3, and I would maybe argue that's not the worst thing for EG. Is that safe to say? At the very least, you can kill Shrines now, so your opponents are going to have way less mobility. They don't have any tier 1s left either, so once Shrines are dead, and maybe finish off some tier 2s, it's harder for OpTic Gaming to defend their base. The thing they have to do now is they have to push all the lanes all the time. If OpTic does that, it's going to be very difficult for Universe to even pressure that Rax.
Yeah.
If these tier 2s die, then it's easier for them to do so. So OpTic Gaming, despite losing that tower, they're still in an okay spot.
They're going to get Roche probably Rax too. If I think they know it's up, the Courier just flew over it. Are they going to head into the Roche is the question. They might not even go for it yet. Universe is looking for a Courier, but it's actually still in the Roche pit, so I think he thought it was coming back.
Cluck, cluck?
Yeah, cluck, cluck, not happening.
Okay.
Oh, well, Universe might find it. Nah, I think the Courier's already putting him back in the base.
So, very farmed here. Yes, I did go for the Reality Rift Pierce's spell and perk. Very good, going to be very useful against any BKBs at OD or Morphling purchase. Basically just, honestly, hard counters the BKB.
Yep. It's huge.
The fact that you can get a 20 as well, it's like, if you're winning a game like he is right now, it really does feel like the perfect timing.
Yes.
Like the 30-minute mark, right when they get their BKB, it could genuinely just win them a fight, despite them spending 4,000 gold on that item. It could be amazing.
Yeah, his own BKB flying out for Pycat, and I mean, like, Morphling, even with the attribute shift, he's not that tanky, even with all the armor that he has. He might take a lot of damage and get bursted down by this Chaos Knight who does a ton.
It's possible, yes. Something raw HP, I guess, would be good. He's going to build a Scotty. It's like that, or E-Blade, maybe Butterfly here could be really valuable as well. But yeah. I think Scotty's the right move. It'll give them some mobility advantage over their opponents. Maybe a higher chance to get a kill against heroes like Timbersaw and stuff. But man, everybody in OpTic Gaming is just still farming and farming and farming.
And this is what you were talking about, keeping all the waves pushed out. Bottom is the closest one, but they have a tier 2 there, which is going to give them some leeway, rather, in terms of Universe trying to take a high ground building. Illusions will get cleared up by RTZ. Mantas are still going. They have the tier 3 tower taking some damage, but I don't think they're really that concerned. And now if you're OpTic, you have Aegis, you have Cheese. You can play pretty slowly here in the next few minutes, I feel like, Verge.
The craziest part is that I can't even tell. I wasn't even sure if Arcane Orb does extra damage to illusions anymore. It pretty consistently, you just feel like it just one-shots them, but not these ones. These ones have 4,000 4,000 HP almost with.
This is before Heart too.
Yeah, he doesn't even have Heart yet. He's and what's his spell status resistance? He's got 22% status resistance right now on Chaos Link, just naturally. So any disables aren't even going to feel good against this hero.
Status resistance, the new hot thing. We've seen it on Tiny a lot, CK of course. So
very different on Tiny because he has like a perk that his ultimate
40%
gives him,
grow,
or 40% or something. Pretty insane.
It's pretty good, yes. But Pycat again, he's got a lot of farm. He might even buy a bit booster here in a moment. He actually doesn't even have slots for it at this point.
He's just gonna wait until he gets the Reaver for sure. There's no way he'd swap out anything else.
Do you swap out Armlet, maybe?
I think he should do Echo Saber myself, but kind of hard to say. Armlet does way more for your illusion, HP, attack speed, all that stuff. It is like the #1 CK item. It's always going to be good on the hero.
I also like it with the Heart of Trask, so those in combination might be good.
Leave it on always, why care?
The Treants will take care of this wave top, so they're just kind of cutting the creep wave here. There's not much anything that OpTic can do now. They're still just sitting at their own creep wave trying to push in. So
it's a really bad sign for EG though. The best thing they can do is spawn Treants somewhere, let the Treants kill a creep wave. And by the way, this is not very fast. This is very slow fight.
They're going to find Sumail. He's going to get caught. He gets forced away at the last second. Shadow Poison, not enough damage. He's going to get dropped anyways. Pycat gets the kill. The Chaos Bolt, more than enough auto attack damage as well. And Fear now in trouble. They'll force 2 buybacks, in fact, as Arteezy gets dropped on top of it. And Pycat now, his BKB is about to be done here. Crit running in as well. The Acid Spray. Wait for him in. Blink out in time. Coming in. CCC will also leap away. PPD is in trouble. He will get caught. So that'll give Sumail a double kill. That's nice. But it's both supports falling down for OpTic. And I don't think they're that concerned, especially with those buybacks being forced.
Yeah, OD was very ready for that one. He anticipated his death. He instantly was back in the fight, punishing the Spear Breaker. Really nicely done for him.
How did the Morphling die there? I just saw Sumail get obliterated, not the Morphling.
Looks like Zai killed him, which makes sense. I mean, if you chainstun him and Zai jumps in, it also reduces his primary attribute. I don't know if that matters that much, but basically lowers his armor by a moderate amount, does a bunch of pure damage. That's all stuff that Morphling doesn't want to have to deal with. And he didn't get his BKB. Yeah, maybe he did BKB. I don't know. But it was probably like CK or something. Yeah, no, but I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll have to watch the replay.
We'll see later.
He's not that strong right now. There's so much burst damage from OpTic Gaming that it can definitely happen at a moment's notice.
So now the main focal point for OpTic while their supports are down is to keep these waves pushed out, to clear out these Treants who are trying to make sure they can get this creep wave cut, but at this point CCNC will take care of it. He's pretty far now. Diffusal, Lincolns, and Manta.
The Treants are doing their best, but it's only going to do so much. He's got Mana Break as well on his talent, so he's mana draining 75 per hit on enemy heroes.
Yeah, that's pretty significant.
I do see some potential here for EG for winning this one. It's going to be tough, but I think Sumail's got pretty much the right items. I think he's playing it really well now. He had a little bit of a rough early engagements, but goes for the +2 Sanity's Eclipse multiplier. Hypothetically, if he steals a lot of int from his enemy team, he could drop a huge ultimate that kills a lot of heroes.
It's not going to be easy. I mean, again, BKB for Pycat, there's a lot of tankability and survivability and mobility for OpTic as well, so...
I don't know if it hits illusions or not. That could be huge. Hypothetically, he could kill all of the CK illusions with it. Even if, hypothetically, the CK is BKB active, you can't protect your illusions in the same way. Unless it just doesn't work. We'll see. A great ward here for OpTic Gaming, actually. They're in a spot universe. They see him.
Yeah, he's on the run. The charge will come through. He has TP in 2. He's got his regular teleportations ready. He is going to try to use it, but he's going to get caught in another strike arrow, and he is dead. That is a dead universe.
Maybe.
Stuck in the TP animation for a moment, but he is down for 60 seconds, and that is going to be him maybe having to buy back. We'll see.
He knows for sure that there's a ward there, so that won't happen again. May even de-ward it himself. But
yes.
Yeah, like you said, that's another dead hero on EG that they can't afford right now. They've got a defend base.
Yeah, Universe, and that was the biggest kill because with a Nature's Prophet, you can split push, you can cut the creep waves. Now they're forced to just try to go bottom and push this into the tier 2 tower. But again, if you're OpTic, you're not even worried about the tier 2 tower bottom lane, so... All right, OpTic are up on the high ground. The CK illusions, there's the Phantasm. This Rax is in trouble. The Disruption coming in, crit, throwing up the Unstable Concoction. They will have the Glyph to come through as well. The Fate Bolt. They've hit it on Dismail. Now will they dive? The Zaya's coming in. The Chakram will come through. It actually misses on Dismail, but he's fine nonetheless. They will take the melee Rax in the top lane. They might go again. The Illusions still doing so much damage. And Pycat with the Echo Saber hits it twice, takes it down. 2 sets of racks down now for EG, and they didn't buy back on Universe, and now they've got to defend their last lane. Meanwhile, Pycat blinked in, looking for a target, couldn't quite find it. EG are behind their own racks at this point, and they have to find some big fight in order to get this game pack going anywhere close to in their favor.
Playing on the edge here. Both teams waiting for the opportunity. Who's out of position? Can you blink in and disable them in time? But it's very tough, and that's why OpTic played so safe, even with that arrow and Sumail. They're just going to play it the easy way. Let the illusions kill the barracks. And now that they have a 2 racks advantage, even harder for Universe to split push here. It basically comes down to EG has to win a massive fight, and then they have to do that probably a second time, and that's when they can get back in this game.
I think they're trying to do that now. I think they maybe decided against it. They
Sumail
were
trying to
smoking.
catch
Smail's
Zai?
trying to find Zaya. He's going to get Orchided. This could be good. He's got a Hex off, though, on Smail,
Wow.
which is actually gigantic, and he's going to blink himself out of trouble. Zai will make it away. The Timber Chain even secures him a bit further.
That is so sick.
That was huge. Great Hex from him.
No reaction, instant Hex, Yules, and blinks out of there.
Still getting chased down. Telekinesis Spear is found on the Unstable Concoction. He might not be out of the woods yet. He's in trouble. Chakram was stolen. Zai pops the cheese. Another Timber Chain. He's trying to get away. He's so freaking fast. He's Spider-Man. He's got level 25. Still getting chased. Universe can't find the Orchid, and Zai will make it out. It is that 1400 Timber Chain range. He goes so damn far, Purge.
Yeah, and status resistance pays off heavily on the hero also. Less to disable. He's got more armor. He's got super good movement speed with the Boots of Travel. He's actually just so hard to catch.
Sumail hexed up. They're going to have to charge here. Demonic Purge as well. He's in trouble. Timber Chain coming through. That's more than enough damage potentially. He's going to get caught and killed. Down for 95. Your big carrier, your big mid laner is done for EG, and OpTic are looking to finish this. They're looking for the jugular now. They're going to get caught. Zai will use himself up for now, but RTZ, BKB, they've got the Phantasm, they got the reality through BKB. RTZ's in trouble. He tries to get the usage of the Shadow Demon. It's not going to work. Double kill for CCNC. Now they're going to find Fear. They're going to lose everybody. It is GG. OpTic will take the first series of the day, and they take it 2-1 against Evil Geniuses.
Amazing game there by OpTic Gaming, but a little sloppy play and a couple crucial moments from EG, like all those early games engagements where OD would banish a hero as he gets gone on. A couple times, 2 times this game, where Morphling tries to become some other hero, ends up getting punished himself. I think he was hoping to disrupt maybe the CK so that he could have some free illusions, but keeps getting killed. And just these couple small moments